So we're live, I believe. Just waiting for a few people to turn up. Hello, Jew. Jew, while I've got you on your own, is that actually your name? And also, you can tell me if my mic is working. Is the sound working, guys? Let me know. Working fine. Thank you, Air Photography. No, it's not. I was wondering if you could do me a favor. Yeah, you let me know, mate. See if I can do it. Loud and clear. Okay, Sean, 1111. Would love to hear more about Sustanon 250 and the general protocol when that is the only TRT prescribed. Okay, if that's the only thing you can get hold of, then I would take it exactly the same as I would do with an anthate because there's compounds in there that mimic an anthate. So I wouldn't do anything different. There's no magic way, magic solution of doing it. Just do it exactly the same as you're going to do an anthate. Low doses and see how you feel from there. I think you might have to do more frequent jabs. That's the only thing I would change. Other than that, it's not the preferred choice, but it will work. That's the main thing. As long as stuff works, we're good. Okay, I've got a live chat on now. Never had it on before. Give me a shout out for my new business. Jew, what is your new business, bro? Let us know what your new business is. And also, if you're in the chat, please press the like button and ask me some questions. I don't really have anything to talk to myself about. I do plenty of that on a daily basis. So please ask me some questions. Anything TRT related, gym related, whatever. I have, however, got my own garage gym now. I'm sick and tired of the gyms in the UK. Well, all over the world, to be honest with you. I do like training abroad. When I'm in Thailand, the gyms are good. They don't play loud music. There's no messing around. And it's a big gym. It's a big gym when I train abroad. And the main thing is there's no music. And I don't like listening to music. And even if you have a gym that plays music, don't put it that loud that the people like me who have headphones in can't hear what we're listening to. I believe that no gyms should have music. When I went to Kuwait, that was the first gym in Kuwait that never had any music and never had any women. They don't even allow women in that gym. I like it. Some guys probably don't like that. I don't think it's a place to meet your significant other. I wouldn't like to meet a girl in the gym. In fact, I don't even like girls that go to the gym. But each to their own. Bomber Clark Boxing. Right, let's take Imran Khan's first. Baji, what's your take on after a session, then cardio? Take on after a session, then cardio. Do you mean doing cardio after a session? That is the preferred choice. That's the way I would like to do it. So there's nothing wrong with that. I would always do it that way. Never do it the other way around. I would never do cardio first and then do training because I just feel that I mean, it would work, but it'll take away from your training session. You'll be very sweaty. And when I'm training, I don't like to be too sweaty. Bomber Clot Boxing. How do you keep a flat stomach but build muscle? Diet, bro. Good diet, good training, and good everything else. Sleeping, everything. TRT, the lot. But above all else, keep your stomach small. If you keep your stomach small and you eat the right amount of food, the right quantity of food, and don't overdo it, your stomach will shrink. And if you want to know Bumble Clock Boxing, how to keep that stomach small and build muscle, I offer it in my coaching, bro. Unfortunately, it's not a one-word answer. Everybody's different. Everybody's going to be different. Jew, I've posted it. You should do a StreamYard. What business, bro? I don't know what business you posted. Am I looking at something else? I can just see the chat, so I don't know where you've posted it, but I'm happy to give you a shout out wherever that is. You should do StreamYard. I'm going to write that down now because you mentioned the StreamYard last time and I forgot. I was actually looking for it today. I was thinking, what's that software? What is that thing? So StreamYard, I wrote it down. That's definitely going to get taken care of by next week. So we'll get on the StreamYard. I might even do another one on Sunday and do StreamYard then. Sean, if you only had an hour in the gym, excluding cardio, what would be the top 5 lifts you would run for maximum gains? Easy one, bro. Now, if we're talking only 1 hour a week for everything, then it would be squat, bench, deadlift, skull crushers, and barbell curls. That covers everything. Full body workouts, 10 sets on each exercise, and you'd be done with it. 5 exercises. And yeah, you can spend 10 minutes on each exercise, maybe 15 on squat and deadlift, on the rest 10. I would never really train like that, but I'm just saying if that was it, then that would be it. Those 5 exercises are the most effective for full body workouts. Imran Khan, thanks. What's your take on carb cycling? Amazing. I think there's nothing wrong with cycling. And I'll say something as well about other diet plans. They all work if you do the work. Air photography was 2 months into a test 600 milligram, trend 250 milligram, mass 300 milligram, was on top of the world with gains and everything going. Yeah, you would be on top of the world, bro, taking that. Then one morning I woke up completely wasted, no drive, no strength, no sex drive. Okay, okay, there you go. So you've added it on there. I've dropped the trend and mass now on 300 tests and starting to feel good again. What could have made this happen? Being on gear for years, I've never had this before, just turning 40 years old. First of all, bro, a couple of things to unpack. Why are you on all that kind of stuff? Are you competing? If you're not competing, you should not be taking Trenbolone. If you're not competing, you should not be doing 600 milligrams of test. Masteron 300 milligram, again, if you're not competing, is way too high. So you got to address that first. Are you competing? If you're competing and you feel shit, great, doesn't matter. You've got a goal in front of you. Whether you feel shit, whether you feel good, does not matter, bro. You go and get your goal if that's what you want to do. Me personally, I would say that's way too much. And that is the reason why you have no sex drive. That's the reason why you woke up one day completely wasted, because eventually it comes to the point of, you've taken too much and your body's toxic. That's the reality. Taking 600 milligrams of test and 250 milligrams of tren is toxic. Your body is toxic. Your body is telling you, bro, stop this. And on top of that, you're turning 40 years old. I would not be doing that. Very simple, bro. It's very, very dangerous. I don't know who you are. I can't see any pictures. I don't know how big you are, how muscular you are. Why you're taking that much gear is beyond me. I have no idea. I hope you're competing, brother. I hope you're competing. And if you are competing, then embrace the suck, embrace the hurt. And don't worry about how you feel. It doesn't matter how you feel. You have a job at hand. Complete it. Bomber Clark Boxing. What would you advise to someone with low testosterone levels who's only 20 years old? Just keep on the diet and workouts. No. If you have low testosterone, sort it out. Why are people putting an age to testosterone? It doesn't matter, bro. It don't matter. You have low testosterone, sort it out. Get a coach, hire somebody, get him to sort it out. If they can't sort it out through diet, training, exercise, and all that kind of stuff, then get on some TRT. It's very simple, bro. Age ain't got nothing to do with it. Simple as. People always think there's something to do with age. No. It's garbage, bro. Do you know when I was younger and I used to see someone who was like 30, 35, like, oh, that guy's an old guy. And now you reach those ages and you think, I feel good, man. I feel young. I feel okay. I feel more active now than I did when I was 18 years old. So age has got nothing to do with it. Photography. Oh, yeah, that's the... Yes, Fadi, what are the effects you noticed in the first couple of months when on TRT? So if you're going to talk about me, what I noticed, not a lot, because I went from steroids to TRT. So for me, it was like I feel just as good, if not better, on TRT than I ever did on steroids. So I didn't really feel much. But for the average guy, okay, let me explain. Many of my clients who have never taken TRT before, they feel they've hit 40. I'll just give you an example. I'll give you a case study, a real life case study. 42-year-old guy, working hard, grafting his arse off day and night, and goes to the gym quite regularly, stayed away from steroids all his life, doesn't wake up in the morning, or didn't wake up in the morning with morning wood, just kind of like really drained, really tired, energy's not there, strength's not there. Remember, he's a manual labor guy. Start on some TRT, 125 milligram a week, slowly bumped that up to around 200 a week ish, something like that. Life changing, feels amazing. Now has 12 people working for him. I know you're going to think, what has 12 people working for him got to do with TRT? Ask him, bro. Changes your life. If you figure it out and you know there's something wrong with you and it's just the testosterone, you know it's not the depression, it's not the anxiety, it's not, you know, I'm sleeping because I've got bad relationships, or sorry, I'm not sleeping well because I've got bad relationship, or all the stresses, or the kids keeping you up at night. None of this stuff. It could be a simple fix as your testosterone. Fix that. We're born with it for a reason. Get it back to where it should be. And all of a sudden you'll wake up with a morning rock solid hard on, and you'll think, wow, okay, now I know it's here. When you go to the gym, you have a pump on, that pump stays with you all day. That's what TRT feels like. When you're just walking around, when you're minding your own business and you chill, and someone aggravates you, or something's kicking off that would normally piss you off, when you're on TRT, you're more chilled out and say, do you know what? Let it be. I'm going about my day. I'm focused on my goal. I'm more, you know, I'm locked in. I don't care about all this bullshit that's going on outside. I'm just focused on what I want to focus on. And that's why I think TRT helps. So that's the main effects you'll notice. And if you talk about blood work, if you get proper blood work done, then you will see a massive difference in blood work when it comes to TRT. Bumbleclaw, he's on some juice. Ben Yaka. Yeah, he's on some juice, bro. But look, each to their own, man. Everyone's different. What's your opinion of a protocol of 1 mil Sustanon 250 every 10 days? Gains in the gym feel good, but libido and mood a little bit off. Okay, so Sean, what I will do is I'd split that dose every 5 days. So I'll take 125 milligram every 5 days. That'll be a little bit better than once every 10 days. Also, for the libido, 25 milligram of Pariron, that should fix it. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe 50, but it's the Sustanon that's like putting me off. I don't really like the Sustanon. So if you can change that, change it. If not, add some Proviron. Robert Jim, does Masteron lower your estrogen? Yes, it does lower estrogen. In fact, I did a video about this. If you go on my YouTube, which you guys are on YouTube, Masteron is an anti-estrogen. And I prefer stuff like Masteron, Primo, Proviron as anti-estrogens rather than taking anti-estrogens themselves. In fact, none of my clients are on Arimidex, anastrozole, letrozole, tamoxifen, Nolvadex, any of those. I like to use testosterone for estrogen. Figure that one out. P-Sib. Masteron too expensive just for estrogen. It's not, bro. It is not too expensive. Tamoxifen for Drol or Arimidex. No. You are gonna. I'll tell you what. For those people that take tamoxifen, right, and Arimidex, the killer drug that's gonna absolutely kill you and almost send you into a downward depression. Take your blood work before you take any tamoxifen. Then go and get your blood work done after only 2 weeks. Go and get your blood work done after 2 weeks. Come back and then write that again, and then we'll talk business. Because most people like to talk, and most people say things that they read on the internet. Go and get have you guys got your blood work done every single week on stuff to see the actual benefit of it? I have. I'm talking from experience. No one else's textbook. This is my own textbook. Nobody else's. And I've got quite a few close friends that are very into testing. Or, in fact, a lot of you guys might know a good friend of mine, Tony Huge. who is one of the main guys, the main pioneers for biohacking from the early days of YouTube. He got banned and all that kind of stuff. We're not going to get into it on here. I spent a lot of time with Tony. Me and Tony, bounce a lot of ideas off each other. I'm not going to mention a couple of other names. And I know and I see the results of everybody. First, face to face, we see the results, not some bogus results that someone's putting online. I just go off nips and emotions. B. Okay. Do you get tested in the UK? No, never. Do you get tested? I don't never get tested in the UK. I mean, blood tests, never. No, it's not accurate enough. Sometimes you get your bloods done, you send it off. It takes 2-3 days. It's not accurate enough. When I go and get my bloods done, I sit down. They take my blood. I wait. They give me the results. That's how I like to get my bloods done. Which country are you from, Fadi? I'm from the UK. I'm born and bred in the UK. My family, my parents are both from Pakistan. Robert Jim, Mast P, it's expensive, but Mast E, it's not that expensive. Brother, listen, let me tell you something about expenses first and foremost, right? These people that talk about expense. There's gyms out there, or there's guys who sell steroids out there that will sell you. Have I got any here? In fact, I don't need to show you guys. They'll send you a single vial of 10 mil for £35. I think that's the going rate in the UK right now. I have not bought steroids in a long time in the UK, but £35 is what 10 mil vial is. You can buy farmer grade for £50, £55. I don't care if it's £100, bro. This is something you're putting inside your body for your own health. Why are you looking at prices? And let me tell you something, right? This Masteron that you're talking about, I can guarantee you this Masteron that you're talking about, yeah? Let's say the cheapest, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, please comment if I'm wrong, yeah? The cheapest will be 40 quid. And I can guarantee you the most expensive Masteron in the whole world is not more expensive than £80. Am I right or wrong? You know I'm right. So for £40, you're going to ruin your health for £40. You're looking at prices for £40. That's the issue. I'll tell you something now. If you don't invest in your health now, it's going to cost you a hell of a lot more later on down the line. I get so annoyed when people say, is there a cheaper option? Is there a cheaper option for your health? You're looking for a cheaper alternative for your health. It's mind-boggling to me that people, they'll buy shit, they'll buy clothes, they'll buy designer clothes, they'll go out and eat a nice meal, but they won't spend money. You're not going to. How can you say something is expensive for your health? What's his name? P-Sib. Oh yeah, actually, this guy comments a lot. Yeah, P-Sib. P-Sib. Next time you buy steroids, P-Sib, yeah, inbox me, send me your bank details, whatever the difference is for the farmer grade stuff, I will send you it, bro. I will send you the money, whatever the difference, £15 extra, maybe £20 extra, I'll send you the money. Look after your health, guys, man. You guys are that tight, you cannot look after your health. £15 for your health, and people are coming on you saying, I'm on Testy, I'm on this, and I'm on that. Bro, if you cannot afford it, don't do steroids. If you can afford it, spend the right money. Get your bloods done. Get the right supplements. You know, another thing that annoys me. I was chatting to this about someone today. I was chatting about this to one of my clients today. He has said to me, which is the best protein to get? And I said, the most expensive one, which is Dymatize or Optimum Nutrition, which get ISO, get Hydro, whichever, get the most expensive thing that you can buy. Why are you going to go out there and say, well, the My Protein version is only £35 and I don't want to spend the 85 quid protein? Get the most expensive protein. You're putting it inside your body. Imagine if you saw chicken and there was a piece of chicken that was 10 quid, or there was one that was 5 quid, and the 10 quid one you knew looked better and would digest better. Why would you not buy the £10 one? It's your body. You guys are crazy, man. You're going to buy clothes. These clothes look better, but they're a little bit more expensive. Well, I'll go and buy them. But when it comes to steroids, Masteron's too expensive. Just what's this guy saying now? Blood test. Yeah, people are ridiculous, man. Listen, if a blood test cost me 500 quid, I'd go and do it. Doesn't matter. Talk about money when it comes to steroids like it's £1,000 or something. Steroids are £35, £40, or 45 quid. Maximum £60 for some Primo. But anyway, sorry to go off on a rant there, but hopefully you got the message what I'm trying to say. You do not talk about prices. Expensive. This is more expensive than this. You guys, man, what are you doing in life? You're on gear and you're worried about prices. You guys are insane. Imran Khan, once you are on TRT, does this mean you're going to take it for the remainder of your life? Me personally, yes. Everybody's an individual. I ain't got nothing to say about nobody else. I like the feeling on TRT. I will be taking it for the rest of my life. What I do, though, is I do regular blood work. I spend a lot of money on blood work. I don't care. It's health for me. I look at myself. I'm outside. Have I got a six-pack? Yes. Okay. Am I vascular everywhere? Yes. Okay. But what's going on the inside? How do we find that out? Okay. One easy one is this. It's right here. Blood pressure. Go and check it. And what's the other common one? Bloods. How do we test bloods? Go and get a blood test. Very simple. So invest in your health, man. You people that don't invest in the health, they're just, it's mind-boggling to me that people that wouldn't do that. So B, I just got nips off emotions. Do you get testing in the UK? No, I don't. I mean, blood tests. No. Right, where are we? Okay, I asked GP to do my test levels. He said, no, you're young. You should have told him I was on gear. Bro, why are you being such a tight ass? Go, listen, let me tell you something, guys. Don't go to your GP to get a blood test. There's so many companies out there. Go and get a blood test. Go and get a blood test from the other companies. Don't go to your GP for nothing. I don't go to my GP for anything. Zero. I have enough friends of mine that are doctors. I will ring up right now. I can ring up any of these guys right now that are doctors, and that's good enough for me. I'm just going to show you exactly how many without showing their names. Without showing the names. Have a look at that. 1, 2, 3. Can you see the doctors? How many doctors does it say in my phone book? Right? Did you see that? Can you see that? How many doctors there are? You guys ain't got doctors in your phone book, bro. You're talking to me about testing. People come and talk to me like, have you got 20 doctors' numbers direct? I can ring any one of these guys right now and they'd answer. You guys don't have your doctor on speed dial. I have the top doctors on speed dial. Anyway, and listen, this is actually for one of the guys who said to me, what do I know about stuff? That's what I know, bro. That's what I know. Anyway, who else are we on? Right, GP. You go to your GP for blood tests, you're an idiot. Simple as. £80, damn right. Okay, PSIB, he's on board with me now. This guy's chopping and changing like the wind, but it's good to see that he's on board. Do you use HCG on cycle? No, I do not. I don't think you need it. Unless you want to get your missus pregnant, then yeah, I didn't need it personally. It's just what it is. Everyone's different. But for pregnancy protocol, HCG is amazing. It's one of the best things. PSIB times are hard. Yeah, I'm sure they are, bro. Nice one. Just doing test E, 2 mil a week, which I'm going to reduce to 1 mil after watching your vid. I'm glad. That is what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. People that are going to reduce their gear usage because of me. And when you do reduce it, PSIB, you're going to come back in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks time and say, do you know what, Fadi? I felt so much better now that I've come off 2 mil a week. You do not need 2 mil a week unless you're competing. Damn prices are high in the UK. You can get them a lot cheaper in Pakistan. You can, 100%. Pakistan's a lot cheaper. I get all my Bayer testy I used to get from Pakistan. I get it at the minute from Thailand. I bring it into the country. No issues. Do not buy in the UK. Imran Khan, nice one. Tamur Shah, Salam Paiji, Hematocrit. Okay, yes, Hematocrit. So Hematocrit address. Okay, so Hematocrit basically that's the best way for me to explain it. It's the thickness of your blood. So imagine you've got a blood vessel, and let's say the blood vessel is clogged up. There's a couple of clogs here and there caused by some plaque buildup. Okay, so you got blood vessel. Now imagine you have water-like consistency of blood passing through the blood vessel, and it's very easy to pass through the blood vessel. Nice and easy, no issue. All of a sudden, the hematocrit goes high, the red blood cell production goes high, and your blood becomes like jelly. Now, if your blood's like jelly, imagine that trying to pass through. The second it's met with a little bit of plaque and it can't get around the plaque, that causes a heart attack. Okay, that's how stops the supply to the blood, causes a heart attack. And then when you go and you get there eventually, they save your life. what they do is they put a stent in there, and all that stent does is it opens the vessel even more and it pushes it through. Now, if that's ever happened to guys, the first thing they will do when you go to the hospital is they will put you on high dose of aspirin. And the reason why they put you on high aspirin is aspirin thins your blood. It's a blood thinner. Now, there's pros and cons to aspirin. If you're on a heavy dose of aspirin and they cut something, you'll bleed out. But here's something that I do that I keep at my bedside, and that is aspirin. And they call it a very low dose aspirin. That is 75 milligram of aspirin. I will take one of these every second or third day. I mean, the half-life of these are amazing, so you don't really need to take them that often. But if you have high hematocrit, if you've done your blood test and your blood's come back as high hematocrit, okay, first thing to do, up your water. The more volume you have inside you, the more your blood is going to get diluted. Okay, so the jam-like consistency is going to get diluted. And one of the first things you want to do is get on some aspirin. At the start, take it every single day, because that is going to reduce the risk of having a heart attack. How many percent? Dr. Huberman would say by 8,000%. I'm not a percent guy. I'm a facts guy. I'm a realist guy. This will reduce you having a heart attack. This will save your life in some cases. Don't believe me? Google it. And many doctors have always said, whether you're on gear or not, having a glass of water and some aspirin, 100 milligrams or 75 milligrams like the ones I've got, will save your life. It will stop you having a heart attack whilst you sleep, because that's the most time that this happens. So Tamur Shah, hopefully that addresses your question. PSIB, tell us, bro, of a company, please. I don't know which company you're talking about. Okay, test E-Viron from PK. So I use the Bayer. Bayer is the best company that I like to use. But you do a video on wet cupping benefits, etc., and your views. Wet cupping is amazing. So wet cupping is another form of drawing your blood out. Now, let's look at a female, for example. A female has a blood cycle. She cleans her blood every 28 days. So it's the perfect design for your body to rejuvenate itself, to rejuvenate the blood. Guys, unfortunately, we don't do that. So what we need to do every so often is get some blood cupping done. And wet cupping, blood cupping, whatever it's called, they make tiny little micro incisions in your back or everywhere else in your body, depending on where you need it done from. And it's just drawing the blood out. Very, very beneficial. I wish I could get it more often. I do get it done. A good friend of mine actually does it. And something else that I just thought I'd mention, you guys, I am qualified in cupping. I can do wet cupping. So great tool to use. Mithril, quitting caffeine tomorrow. Good. It is the drug that they are selling you that the ones you need to watch out for, not the ones they hide. Well, both the ones they're hiding from you, but mainly the ones they are selling from you. The ones they are selling to you are the ones you want to watch out for. And the ones they're hiding from you, they're the ones you want to be taking. So caffeine is the worst drug you can take because it's so readily available. Bro, mashallah, very knowledgeable. Usman Raza Abbasi, hey Fadi, I'm 413 nanogram per deciliter is good level PF testosterone. I'm a 28-year-old guy. So Usman Raza Abbasi, I'm assuming you are from Pakistan or America with that reading. So in the UK, ours is a little bit different. I haven't got the chart up for that, but I think the conversion to that is nanogram per deciliter. It's a little bit different. Check on the chart what it says and let me know. But I just think your reading is a little bit off there. If you've never taken anything before and it's 4, then I would say it's too low. But I can't really say with that result right there. Do you have a client on TRT for a short time? Yes, people have taken it for a short time, but it's not going to fix a long-term problem. That's the issue here. So TRT, remember what it is, guys. It's testosterone replacement therapy. So you're replacing your testosterone that your body has lost. That's it. For a number of reasons. It could be anything. You got low testosterone, you're putting in more. So you can't really kickstart your body to start producing more. It doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. Our body can only produce on what it's up to a certain limit, and after that, it cannot go. What supplements did you take for kidneys while blasting? When I was blasting, I wouldn't really call it blasting, but when I was blasting, I used to take NAC and Tudka. Tudka is something that I still swear by to this day. I have some over here somewhere. Where is it? No, that's not it. I've got it here somewhere anyway. But Tudka is definitely something I swear by for kidneys. Milk thistle, not so much. Apple cider vinegar, lemon, some pink Himalayan salt in the morning. Amazing. NAC, Live 52. Live 52, not so much, but NAC definitely, like I said, NAC is a big one. Definitely take NAC. If I was going to say the two big ones, NAC and Tudka, 1,000 milligram of Tudka. I can't remember the dosage of NAC now. I forgot. It's been a while since I took it. Can't remember the dosage. Right. Mithril, I take 210 milligram a week test, but I also have 140 mast in there and want to run it a year round. The others are making me thinking I should drop test to 140. You see, Mithril, the dose of 1 to 210, first of all, I don't know how you've got that because it's a very funny thing that you've got 210 because nobody comes in 250 or 300, but it's okay. If you have got 210, that's what you've got. 210 to 140, there's not a lot of difference in it, even though you think there is. I know you're taking this in one shot a week. I need to know that as well. And drop it to 140, running it year round. Here's the thing with when you run stuff year round. Remember this one thing. Always do blood work. Every 3 months, if you're running some slow-acting compounds like that, do your blood work every 3 months and literally keep a chart of them side by side. In my new platform, the dojo on my website, you're going to see all my blood work for years, and you guys are going to be very surprised to see the amount of blood work that I have. The amount of blood. I don't believe anyone's done more blood work than me. Most guys will be very surprised, and it'll be listed on there. This was pre-Anavar. This was Anavar 6 months. This was Test E. This was, all sorts. So whatever I've taken, it's all been listed on there. Most people won't have that data. I do. Test the environment from PK. Okay, yeah. Should you be donating blood whilst on TRT? You can donate blood. It is a very good thing to do. But just remember, though, when donating blood, keep your fluids high, even afterwards, because your body needs to make that blood back again. So if you're donating blood because you've got high hematocrit, high red blood cell production, that's fine. But when your body makes it again or reproduces that blood, it will just make all that again. So yes, you can dilute it by drinking more water, but make sure you're staying on top of that. It's almost a constant battle to try and keep hematocrit down. So, but there is ways to do it. There is ways to do it. And it's not a bad thing if you know exactly what you're doing. Mark Wild, hi Fadi, thoughts on CJC 1295 and peptide. Okay, so a good friend of mine, like I mentioned, Tony, is an expert on peptides and CJC. I had some over here. Literally had a whole box of them here somewhere, but I don't take them. My knowledge on that is not good at all. And next time I will probably get him on call with me. I'm going to try and do a podcast, or not a podcast. I'm going to try and do a live with Tony on here where you guys can ask questions, because the last time we did one, it was very beneficial for some guys. Okay, so PCIP, is there a company nationwide for bloods? In the UK, I believe it's called, I don't want to give anyone any money because I'm not affiliated with anyone, but a couple of my clients use Medichecks. Theirs seems to be all right. In fact, no, there is a guy I'm going to recommend. Imran Khan from Birmingham. His company is called Transform. I still haven't been to see him yet. I'm back in the UK now, so I'm definitely going to make a trip down to Birmingham, and I'm going to go see the guy. But yeah, he's a good guy, man. If doing an anthem every 5 days, but the vial is 1 ml, is it okay to store in preloaded syringe? Absolutely. So this is my preloaded, bro. Always preloaded. So I'll keep like a week. I've got about weeks left of preloaded stuff. So always preloaded is the way. Can't be asked to be snapping them every couple of days. So yeah, preloaded is the way. Baji, I'm 42 age. My sleeps are 35 to 6. That means shit for those people who don't know. 5 6 hours broken. Any advice on this? Love to gain back constantly on 6 7 hours, 8 hours again. Okay, Imran Khan, sleep. Everybody's different. I operate best from 4 to 5 hours of sleep. Everybody is going to be different on that. So if you want to sleep better, you've got to sort everything else out. Now, one of the main tricks just to get your system in check, or what they call circadian rhythm, which I don't actually agree with that name, because we don't have the circadian rhythm now. What we're supposed to do, turn lights off at 9 o'clock and shut the laptops down. Bro, when I go to sleep like this. I go to sleep, check my last message, and then put my phone down. So it's bullshit. We don't live like that no more. But what I'm going to say is this. Wake up one day early with your alarm. Like, you will hate it. You will hate it. You'll be like, oh, I can't believe I got out so early. But don't nap throughout the day. Try that for 2-3 days in a row. That'll reset your system, and then you should be able to go to sleep and wake up on time, whichever time you want to pick. That's how I kind of trick it. My test sip is 200 per mil, or 0.3 every other day. Oh, okay. Yes, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, well, see, Thrill, what I would have done there is just split the 1 mil into 3 and don't be too like anal about, you know, the point here and there. There's not too much in it anyway. Test C every other day. No, no. If it's the low dosage, then that's fine. You can do it every single day. It doesn't matter if it's long chain. It doesn't really matter. Is that an insulin barrel? Mine, yes. Mine are insulin. Mine's are always insulin. Always insulin. If I sleep too much, I'm ill. Seriously, 2-3 hours, but by the weekend I'm done. 2-3 hours, but bad. Like I said, for me, guys, sleep is 4 to 5 hours. I don't need more sleep than that. And when I do get more sleep than that, I get a little bit, a bit antsy, a bit itchy. I'm like, I feel a bit weird. What's going on? Any tips to deal with post-injection pain when on Sustanon? Sustanon's a funny one because there's some fast acting in there, and the carrier oil, depending on the carrier oil as well. But the best one, if you go to my TRT protocol, I teach you in there how to do it, and I'll do it for free right now. It's very simple. After you inject, you get just some bog roll, literally. Get some bog roll, put it in your hand, and just massage the site like this. Just massage it for maybe 15, 20 seconds. And if it's injected all the way in and it's the right carrier oil and it was warm before, so when you're injecting the liquid, make sure you warm it up. And the best way to warm it, just get the insulin pin, just keep it in your armpit while you're doing some work, crack on with some work. After about 5 minutes, it's warm, inject, massage, that's it. Very simple. And it all depends on the carrier oil. That's a big thing, though. The carrier oil is very important. You've answered a year's worth of questions under 15 minutes. That's what we're here for, bro. And because of that, you better support. Like and subscribe and share everywhere possible. Peace in. DHB is Pip, bro. Exclusive games and more club. Is Primo and Mast any good for off-season? Depends what you class as off-season. So if you are solely focused on bulking, so you was like, I'm talking like you want to be competitive, you want to grow into like a new size, like a new being, not just, grow. You really want to take it to the next level. Then I would say, no, there's so many better things to do than Mastron and Primo. But if you want to combat sides, like I mentioned earlier on, I don't take any anti-estrogens. What I would do is I would take a high dose of Proviron and Mastron or Primo, 1 or 2. I wouldn't stack the two together if I was bulking. So if you're talking about off-season bulking, gaining muscle, probably not the best thing to do just because of the amount you'd need to do. So fully supported, bro. Thank you very much, Sean. Okay, guys, last question, then I'm going. So I'm going to wait for one more question and then I'm gone. And please, while you guys are here, just hit the like button, please. It really helps me a lot. It's something very simple for you guys to do, but it helps me out a lot. Okay, Black Uncle Tom's. Fads, what's your take on cardio and when to do it, how much, etc. and what? Okay, so this varies for everybody. Everybody's different. I'm a guy who likes doing cardio every single day. So everybody, straight off the bat, if you are unhealthy, if you have high cholesterol, if you have high blood pressure, if you have a little bit more than 10% body fat, or you just want to sort your life out, the first thing you should be doing is 1 hour cardio on an empty stomach. The first thing you want to be waking up in the morning, having a drink. In that drink, you should have some salt. You should have some apple cider vinegar. You should have some cold pressed lemon juice if you can get hold of it. If not, just use some cordial, lemon cordial. That'll be good enough. Drink that, about a liter of it, and go out there for a walk. Listen to a podcast, listen to an audiobook, or listen to your thoughts. Do not listen to music. It's very important what you put inside your mind. Do that. That is the best form of cardio. Then obviously from there, You can hire a coach, and then the coach will tell you we need more cardio or we need different types of cardio depending on your goal. But everybody should at least start there. Okay, quite a few questions came in there. What else is there? Bro, you have all them doctors dealing with you. How come they don't have knowledge like you? What they doctors for? No, bro, listen. So these are my friends. When I talk about like the doctors that I just showed you guys who I consult with, right? These are my good friends I've grown up with. And look, everybody is taught a curriculum. The curriculum doesn't contain TRT. It's a simple fact. I know this. No doctor can say to me, yes, we are taught this, bro. I just showed you guys. No one's got that many doctors in the phone book, yeah? I just showed you, right? They're not taught that. So obviously I specialize in this. I went out my way. I paid for consultations, a lot of money, bro, a lot of money. I flew to America multiple times to meet with the top professionals in this TRT world to learn and gain the knowledge. I then did a lot of research on myself. I did a lot of blood testing on myself. So when it comes to TRT, yeah, I'm an expert in it. That's why I'm talking about it. I'm not here on the internet looking at Google and getting my phone out and let me see what Derek More Plates, More Dates, Mr. Google said about it. You know, this is garbage. Those guys sit on YouTube. So those guys are on the laptop. They go to Google first. They do the research for 4 and 5 days. Then they sit down. They've got a teleprompter in front of them, and then they're reading. Oh, so Google, test and amphe is alkaline 17 to 19 Nora. Who gives a shit, bro? We want to know, does it work? How much should we take? When should we take? We got some side effects. What do we do about the side effects? Is it going to make us live longer? Is it going to make us live better? Is it healthy? Is it not? How do we have kids? How do we get Mrs. pregnant? Just tell us the facts, bro. We don't give a shit about these numbers. We don't care about all. That's why I came on the internet, to talk about shit like this. Not about, oh, well, the compound says that if you do it, we don't care, bro. Straight up facts. So yeah, anyway, bro, no, don't hate on the doctors, man. They know what they're doing. They're doing a good job. But in the TRT, they ain't the experts, man. There's guys like me. Listen to those guys. Don't listen to the other bullshit artists out there. You mentioned Proviron is likely to be prescribed by a TRT doctor, or is it over-counter? I don't think they'll ever give you Proviron. You have to go to other countries to get that. I don't even know if you can get it in the UK. Some gyms might sell it, but you'll have to check. Come on, lad, 12 year, 12 likes. Peer, thank you very much, bro. GPs don't study TRT. That's specialism. Yeah, agreed. They don't. It's not studied in any curriculum in the UK. Even if you are the top level of hormones or biology or biochemist or whatever in the UK, because I know this. I don't want to talk. I want to say who I know. I know this. They are not qualified to study this. There are no tests, no medical tests done in the UK on any testosterone, on any TRT, on any male hormones. I know this firsthand. There's zero testing done. Don't bring me studies. They are bullshit. Okay. Uncle Tom's, Fad, I'm trying to get some TRT from the doc at the moment, but typical doctor is misbehaving. Uncle Tom, if you go to my video that I shared today, it was called, what was it called? I can't even remember what the video was called. The video was called, I don't even remember. This is so bad. I can't remember what the video was called. What is the best TRT cream, oral or injectable? Click on it. I'll explain exactly how you should get TRT. Watch that video, please. Lads, just press like. Anabolic Doc American Geezer. Anabolic Doc. Yeah, I've heard of him. He's a bit strange, that guy, though. He's not the guy I went to. He's a bit strange. The thing with those guys is they use anabolics and they just want to say, okay, if we can take this much, what happens if we take this much? What happens if we take this much? What happens if we take this? They just want to go and push the envelope more and more. Whereas me, I'm like, most guys are taking this much. How about I take this much? So that's where me and them are a little bit different. Lads, just press like methasterone in the UK prescribed. No, we never. You're right. It's not going to be prescribed in the UK. Best live TRT chat. Fucking madness. I'm not going to say that word because I don't want to get blocked. Gel or injectable run. Right. That's the video. Right, guys. Thank you very much. Please like it on the way out if you haven't already liked it. I appreciate your time. I'll see you again probably Sunday or next week. Take it easy.